Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Michael Akahane from Duallist Project, and today I'm bringing you end of season commentary on Aldnoah Zero. Today I'm going to be covering both seasons of Aldnoah Zero, so I'll be doing more of a talk about the genre than about each season specifically, though I will have season specific comments from from time to time. So yeah, first question to be asked and answered is, what is Aldnoah Zero? Well, Aldnoah Zero is a mecha anime and a really good one. It carries slight hints of romance there as well, but the main character is slightly disinterested, maybe. At least he's slightly disinterested in season one. Also, it's hard to say it's a romance, but it's certainly mecha and action. It's really packed with action and it's done marvelously. I must say, it's one of my favorites. I mean, for let's say last year or this year or for past 12 months. Yeah, it's one of the really good ones I can recommend. Or if you like mecha and sci-fi, I can recommend it really wholeheartedly. Though I'm going to be making some points which slightly brought down my opinion of it, especially in the season 2. Okay, let's get on to the commentary. Uh, well, there is a lot of things to say about it and the way how it's done. It's really action packed and how they've written the story and the specific fights. It's marvelous. Uh, I mean, there is variety of enemies. There is variety of how would you call it? Mecha abilities, weapons. Yeah, lot of it. And you have this main character who uh, is slightly, I wouldn't say emotionless, but just is really going at his pace. So and just like going yeah whatsoever and just like not you know what I'm trying to say. So it's really is interesting mix. In season 2 he gets slightly leveled up, so and he slightly gets more emotional, which is, I mean, an interesting departure. At least it was for me. And though the setting was, I think, slightly ruined, or wouldn't say ruined, but it wasn't as good as season one. I have to say, the season two, I mean, it's the same thing. It just they had a production gap of one airing season, so it's not like it's light years away and it's done by completely different teams, or at least I think. Let me have a look. I don't think it's done by two different teams. So no, it's done by the very same team, and yet the second season feels different. And I must say, in not really good way. I must say the development of other characters is a good one. Uh, Even what they have done with the anti-hero, they it's gotten even better. But on the main character, I think they have slightly ruined it. So and notwithstanding the ending, I mean, the ending was horrible. I must say, it's one of the worst endings. Or I mean, it's worst because it's so mediocre. It's not bad. It's so mediocre, and I mean, there is nothing. It was just boring. It was simply boring. There was nothing good, nothing bad at it. It was just nothing. So I mean, yeah, I praise things when they are done badly, but in a funny way. I praise things when they are good. But what I really do not like when you say, yeah, things happened. Ugh. Okay. Uh, the plot twist in the episode was, in the last episode was really, 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 really bad. I mean, you know how I'm stressing it now. Um, the way the events unfolded, sorry, it lost the second season. Or I must say, it lost 2 points of whatsoever it means. The ending was really, they should have cut the last 10 minutes out and just left it there, or even if they went for and there was peace, that would probably be it. I mean, that was the ending, but I mean, the way they showed portrayed it, or it wasn't that great. Or I mean, I have read it, follow the original story setting, but still, I'm kind of unsatisfied with the ending. I'm probably voicing an unpopular or really critical opinion of the ending. Uh, but mm, the things I think we have not seen what we really expected to see, and we were all looking forwards to it, and we did not get it. So there is this dissatisfaction. If there was something slightly other, let's say, expectation from the start till the very end of the series might have gotten away with it, but the way they played with it and what happened was um, really strange. I must say, I did not like the ending, and I will put it really. I wish I had not seen the last 10 minutes type of thing, or how to put it. So, yeah. I mean, the series was good, the character voicing was. Oh, the voicing, the character writing, the story writing, the plot was good till the end. So if I take all 12 episodes minus 10 minutes or so, or the very last end, when the final battle ends, so that's, I mean, that's good. Everything's good, and deserves a really high mark or whatsoever. Really deserves a praise and really pat on the shoulder. Job well done. And there comes this ending which just like, oh, let's do it, and yeah, it's just whatsoever. So yeah, yeah, that's pretty much what I can say about it. I mean, the art, I mean, the art, I mean, that is something to comment on as well. How they portrayed uh, the things, the mecha. I mean, it's one of the really good mecha drawing I have seen, or one of the best mecha drawings I have seen in a long time. So, and I was really happy to say about, oh, to say to see that. I mean, they have gone with something more traditional, something possibly out of Full Metal Panic, maybe ish compare. And yeah, I wouldn't compare it with Gundam though. I mean, would really compare it with Full Metal Panic and the technology. The old know, the Mars side was more of a more technologically hyped, so there might be a good comparison. But how they really did it, the drawings of the cockpits, the way they fought, the extra armaments. I mean, there is, I mean, lot of technical detail in it, and how they played it, really, really well done. So yeah. Um, and as always, to talk about my favorite characters, the favorite character would be, I mean, from, would be not a main character, but I'll be commenting on Inaho as well. But my favorite character is Riot. She is a Martian and she is a supporting character, but she is a really interesting one because of her backstory and uh, how she is in the war, especially. I mean, I really like her in the second season, and how she's become more active. In first season, she was more of a refugee and hating type, and not really active from what I remember. But in second season, she became more proactive, and she became a really interesting character or interesting side character. So, and I must say, if I had to pick a character from Aldnoah Zero as number one favorite, it's Riot. As I've promised, I'm going to talk slightly about Inaho, or Kaizuka Inaho, the main protagonist. I must say, yeah, he's an interesting character as well, and because of his really my pace attitude. In second season, he becomes more of a trying or hard trier, just really trying hard, hard working, and sadly, given the ending, probably not receiving what he wanted in the end. Slightly, there was a bit of spoiler. Uh, uh, but yeah, I would have. I mean, I would have put the end of his character slightly differently. I mean, I really like his character in first season, so because I'm doing two seasons coverage, so I would put Kaizuka Inaho as my season one number one character and Riot as the second season number one character. And yeah, this is probably it. I would like to thank everybody who was involved in the production of Aldnoah Zero, and everyone who was involved in bringing it to the West as a simulcast. So yeah, thank you for watching it, for bringing it, and hopefully we will see more of similar things. I mean, though I hope with not such ending. So if there is something similar, I would love to see it. Uh, if there is this really varied cast of characters with really unique personalities, I'm all for it. So yeah, thank you everybody, and thank you for listening. If you like this video, please hit like, subscribe, and follow our page on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. This has been Michael Akahane from Duallist Project, and thank you for listening, and have a good evening. Goodbye.